Right, here I am back in the bottom of the garden, starting today. I've got to burn some boxes first, so that's what I'm doing now. Alright, so that's all the burning done. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing next. I might venture under the trees and see if we can't get rid of these nettles and stuff, get them down. Andy, considering as from the 24th it's going to be several weeks before I can do anything really energetic, and then I've got to get some topsoil for that. I've spoken to a company what will give me a skip full of topsoil, but obviously I have to have the skip as well, which I think I'm going to need anyway, because I've got a lot of branches there and there's all the stuff in the bottom corner which I've got to get rid of, so I might order a skip once I've had my procedure, get that lot moved, and that'll give me plenty of topsoil. So I need plenty for that. I'll need some for in there, because in the middle it kind of sinks down a hell of a lot, and I can spread the rest out over that side, down the sides there. Oh yeah, and I need to, where the sandbags over there, I've got to get rid of those weeds, well, ivy, so that's my next bit. So I'm getting through the pile slowly. Always a pain in the butt. But we'll get there. So the frigging supervisor came down. Look, what's that look for? So the biggest part of the mound's gone. Got some thicker branches to do now. I'm going to call it a day here. I'm going to get bathed and whatnot. I'm going to go get the grandson from school. Yeah. Pick this up in the morning. Well, provided it's not raining. Just a few more branches to go now, and then it's all cut down. And then I'm going to cut down all the stingers and stuff in amongst the trees, get that sorted out a little bit, and then de-weed the patio bit, and then so I've got a better idea of what I've got to do with that, because I am going to be lifting it and re-leveling it. So that's the next part. That's the mound gone. That was painful though. I moved one big branch and I didn't notice the little one was bent back underneath, and it bent, flipped up and got me. Son of a bitch. Oh, that looks like a swine. Now I've got to move all the logs what I've cut, move the 2 big bags, move the pallet of bricks, and then clear all that up. Now I'm going to move that pile of slabby bits that way a bit, and then all these loggy bits I'm going to put at the side of the compost bin for now, so just so they're out of the way. And then I'm going to move the bricks, and those will be stacked up where I'm actually standing. Done. Next bit, brick moving. The pallet over there, and these ones here. Well, that's the first bits moved. I'll stack the proper ones up on the pallet and then sort the rest out. So they're all on there. That's next. Well, that's that lot done and moved. Got a fair amount. Probably ain't going to end up using them, so they'll probably end up down the tip. But we shall see. Next business is underneath there, getting rid of all that stingers and this lot here. There is a lot of crap under there. It's going to be a frigging nightmare to clear it out, but at least with a bit what's down here, once I get rid of the ivy on it, I can use a lot of the soil what's there, because there's a lot of built up soil going from there towards the back fence. I can put it in the raised bed over there what I built, so that's a plus. But it's going to take me a while to go through this lot. I've made a start, cleared most of it away, which is now here. It's got to be bagged up and then removed. I'll start digging over that bit there, digging it down and sifting through, getting all the roots out. So I've just got the soil, and we've been putting that in there. I'm going to be using more of that to fill that bit up, and then I'll get some topsoil to go over the top of it all, and then we can plant in there. It's getting there. It's going to take a while to do this lot because it's so uneven and there's so much crap down there, but as I always do, I'll get there in the end. So I've cleaned off the patio bit, very unlevel, a couple of broken slabs. There's one just here and there's one right down in that bottom corner, and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do because I've only got one full unbroken slab what matches these, so I don't know whether to remove this broken one here and swap it with a full one, and then that back row down there actually remove it completely. So it's a bit shorter, but I really don't want the broken slabs in there, and I definitely don't have any more of the full ones. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to remove that very end row. But I'm going to lift all the slabs up at some point, drop it down a little bit, then put this sand and cement down and then start relaying it. So, but I think that'll be a video for in a couple of weeks, I think, or after I've recovered enough from the surgery, because it's going to take some time, but we'll get there. I'm quite happy with the way it's looking so far. Got my raspberry bushes are growing. I don't know if you can see them sprouting over there, but they're garlic. Potatoes on the far end there, and then all those green shoots you can see sticking up there are all onions. And then up the garden we've got green beans, chilies, tomatoes, pumpkins, peas, runner beans, and I think the rest of this section here is going to be parsnips, turnips and Swedes. So something to look forward to. They'll be planted in the next 5 or 6 days. Right, continuing down here. Today where the fork is, I've got to re-dig that area over. There's a bit, I don't know if you can see where it's already been dug over there and across the back there, but the bit before that I've got to re-dig it over because we're about to plant the Swedes and the parsnips and the turnips. So that's what we're doing today. Well, that's that bit dug over. She can come and do the planting when she's ready. Just going to give it a little bit of a rake, but doesn't need much. And then back and clearing out under here. Move this back a bit. Clearing out the rest of that. Bit of scraping, raking, and a bit more digging of the mound. What's around there? But the mound goes all the way to the back fence, and 90% of it is soil. As you see, it's so uneven, which I'm going to continue to fill the raised flower bed over there.